Hey, we're Arms for Elephants, and you're watching Meet the Locals.
You're not entertainment. I'm doing our segment Meet the Locals. I'm sitting here with two of the guys from Arms for Elephants. How are you guys?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. So introduce yourselves.
I'm Fletch, and I do vocals and guitar in the band.
My name's Tom. I'm the muse of the band, and I also play bass.
He's mostly the muse.
So how would you guys describe music to someone who's never heard it before?
I think it's a relatable style of rock that kind of bridges the gap between that hardcore, metal with screaming and, really distorted guitars, but also we've got a lot of unique instrumentation that I think a lot of the older generations can appreciate and not just think we're screaming at them for a half hour.
Well, you really were prepared for that question.
That came out of nowhere.
I'm happy with that.
I'm excited about it.
Sounds good to me. So you guys too, tonight, for those that don't know, this interview will air after this interview. After this interview.
Makes sense.
After the show. You guys are releasing a new full-length album tonight?
Yep, it was actually officially released September 1st.
Oh, okay, that's everyone.
And we just did a hometown from Mankato. Did a hometown CD release last Saturday, and we're fortunate at Cold Kingdom, and we're fortunate to play with them again tonight, so pretty excited about that second CD release.
Yeah. No, you guys have played a couple of shows with them too in Mankato, haven't you?
Yeah, this will be our third time.
Yeah,
third.
okay.
Yeah. So do you have an EP out too?
We have a digital EP from last March, and since then we've just been working on the full length.
Nice. And it seems like you guys have been touring a lot this year already. Do you guys have a lot more upcoming shows?
We don't have anything set in stone as far as touring next year yet, but we're planning on booking festivals more than anything.
Okay.
And then just more Midwest tours.
Yeah.
But we've had an amazing time on the road, and I think it's really important for any band to do, because if you're really serious about it, because you find out what it's really like, and
it's hard
that you're able to do it or not.
Yeah. That was my other question, kind of leading in. Did you guys get frustrated with each other? Have you had any?
We've actually been really getting along really well. The first tour, there was one night where Matt and I, who's the front man, were cousins. We had a little tiff, and we've only had 2 fights our whole life, so that was number 2. But then we settled it. So
yeah. What was your favorite venue to play while you guys were out?
Oh man.
Well, I'll say for me, I only was able to play half this tour, and so we were out in California, and it was pretty slim pickings for a couple of the venues when we got out there, because they were to be announced shows. So we were down to the wire looking for places to play. But one we found, it was what was it called?
Fulton.
The Fulton 55, which was a venue in Fresno, California. And it's kind of like the Myth in Maplewood, but a little bit smaller, a little cozier, and so it's got that nice 2-level floor. And it was a really fun venue, really well mixed as well, which is something you don't really take into account unless you're the band playing.
I would say for me, the very last show of this tour was at the Chesterfield in Sioux City, Iowa, and that place rocks, and the people rock, and the bands rock in that area. It was awesome. Best show of tour.
I've heard that from some other band. I can't remember now too.
I think more people are starting to realize it.
Don't get down to Iowa much, I guess. I don't know.
It's worth going. It is.
So this is something I wanted to bring up. So it's kind of looking through your guys' Facebook page. There's just something on there that said Arms for Elephants focuses on writing lyrics and music that are meant to resonate in your heart. If you are struggling with depression or having trouble finding your place in this world, there are no frills here, just sincere music.
Well, I don't know who wrote that. That must be another page, because we don't believe in that.
I was going to ask. No? I was going to ask you, if you guys personally have issues with depression, or why do you decide to really push that issue?
Well, it's been depression has been an issue with some of us, and also addiction has been a really, really big thing. And we want to tap into those really dark places with our music and reach people there, and hopefully make music that's therapeutic, that's able to help people start the healing process, or even make them start thinking in a different way, hopefully. And a lot of bands will say the same thing, and I think a lot of them mean it. And we're one of the bands that really, really means it. This is why we make music, is to help people. And I mean, we love music, but that's just a tool for doing it. So
very cool though.
One thing I think is worth noting, Fletcher does a great job with our Facebook page, having support for people out there. We're really involved with the fans. If you have anything, a question, we just need to talk. I think it says on our page recently here that we have like a 3-minute response time. If you send a message, Fletcher, Matt, me, anyone who's there will just,
we invite people to talk. Like if you need a friend or anyone who just to get something out, like message us.
Well, it's cool. It's hard to. I mean, I know a lot of bands do say that, but it's something we need in the music community.
Yeah,
I think.
and if everyone did it, I mean, it would be great.
It would be, because I think a lot of people that turn to music have, not everybody, but a lot of people have some sort of anxiety, depression, or some sort of issues. That's why I turned to it. Anxiety was like through the roof.
And anxiety, for one, is something I understand really well. So it helps you understand it. Yeah, I think
it does. That's always been my biggest issue since high school.
Yeah. Well, you should message us.
So chatty. Well, every number now. So.
Yeah, you can text me.
So out of curiosity, how'd you guys come up with your band name?
The name kind of just popped into my head one day, and it doesn't mean arms. It means arms as in like firearms. Protection for the defenseless is essentially what it means. And elephants because they're poached. Like, that's just... When I thought of this name, I didn't even like it. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't like how it sounded, and it just clicked, and it felt right. And then the meaning kind of started making sense along with it. So ever since then, Tom still hates it.
No, I was gonna say I think it's a very unique name in that like people it may not be super relatable in terms of like in terms of like the metal community has all these really like Death Throne, just these
it's definitely not very metal.
It kind of stands out in that people look at like Arms for Elephants and you guys play metal. It kind of sounds like Mumford and Sons to me. You're like, what's the other one?
Don't worry about it. maybe stop talking for a while. Just kidding.
Very cool. What was the first show you guys ever went to?
First show I ever went to was MXPX in '98. So I was like 10, and it was at the venue that's closed now.
Up in the city, there's Station 4 closed the first half.
No,
that one not closed, but the roof fell in. I think something like that.
Fantastic. Well, it's where the ASCOT room was. Oh, can't think of what it's called, but yeah, that was my first show. My brother took me, and MXPX was amazing, and that was like one of the very first bands that got me into music. So all the old Tooth and Nail bands was huge for us. So.
Nice.
I think the first show I went to, I played in. I didn't go to concerts very often as a kid.
You're so full of yourself.
I know, like I'm trying to think, and because I didn't go when I was in like middle school or anything like that. And the first show I played was freshman year of high school, and I didn't go to any big like Warped Tour festivals until I was older or anything like that. So. I don't know, I think it was at the Dinky Towner Cafe I played in the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, he actually wasn't supposed to, though. He just ran up and
I just showed up.
He grabbed his guitar.
Still won, though. Well, it made it worth it, though.
Says something.
All right, so time for a deep question. I usually ask every band just one deep question.
All right.
Just to see what kind of response I'll get.
We're ready.
All right. So what is the most beneficial emotion, and how about the most destructive emotion?
I think the most beneficial in terms of like getting things done could be like fear in terms of motivation. And for myself, it's like if I fear something, I want to overcome it. I don't want to let it control me. So I think that motivates you. Destructive, that
could also be fear.
Yeah, it could. It's like when you go into a job interview and you'll be like, "What's your biggest weakness?" Well, I'm a perfectionist. It's like that double answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think fear, because depending on if you use it to your advantage or if you let it overtake you or be overtaken by it, could go either way.
a good answer. So where can fans connect with you guys? Social media? Any special
Well,
places?
we've got Facebook, obviously, facebook.com/armsforelephants. And then we're on iTunes and Spotify now.
And Pandora. Check out Pandora. I listen to it a lot because there's just a nice mix of different genres in there.
Yeah.
It's nice at work.
And then we're on
something.
Yeah.
Bandcamp. But Facebook is the place to be if you want to actually contact us or find out what's going on. Twitter and Instagram, we're just now starting to kind of get it going. But
Cool. Well, I'll put links below too in the description of the video.
cool.
So any last words? Any last thing you'd like to share?
I think like Fletch said, if you ever have any issues, reach out to us on Facebook. We've been through a lot of stuff ourselves, and this music is just a way for us to express just our emotions about getting through these situations, or even if we're still dealing with them. And we can relate, we can talk. We're people just like you, and we need help too sometimes.
And we are still dealing with it. We by no means have.
Oh yeah, that's not at all what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it didn't sound like it, but yeah, I would say that's how I've been ending written interviews lately too. So good thinking.
We all got to come together.
Exactly.
So.
Kuna Matata.
Yes. All right. Well, thank
Final
you guys
words.
for sitting down with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
So check out Arms for Elephants. Check out Meet the Locals on rainbowhairedgirl.com, and we'll see you next interview.
Great website.
Yeah. Live.